Is being a hybrid mom worth it? And when I say hybrid mom, I'm talking in the working sense or stay at home sense or caring for the kids. Let's get into it. Hybrid is a thing made by combining two elements. It's a mixture. It's composed of different things. That's hybrid. Hybrid cars, they're gas and they're electric. Well, what I'm talking about today is being a hybrid mom. This might mean you are a stay-at-home mom with a side hustle. You are a working mom, but you work from home part-time. It's all these different variations of motherhood that a lot of us are currently experiencing. So my experience with this is first started out no children. I worked as a nanny, somewhat part-time, not totally full-time. Then I had a baby. They let me bring that baby to work the first year. So I was a working mom, but I took my baby to work with me. And then on the days where I was home, I was like a stay-at-home mom with that baby. Then I started working on a blog and now YouTube channel. So then when I was home with my kid, I was still sort of a working mom, wasn't necessarily making an income from it, but working with my baby during nap times. And then we'd go to work on days when I nannied, and it was this hybrid thing. Then they went to daycare. Then I got pregnant with baby number 2. They're still going to work with me now. I'm working on this. One kid's at daycare, one kid's with me. Sometimes I'm at home. It's very hybrid. All of us have different things with side hustles and passive income and this and that. And I think that's how we're all living today and just trying to get by, maybe. So some pros. Why do we do this to ourselves? To make money, to help us support our family with an income. It can also be to save money. Why did I take my baby to work with me the first full year, each one of them? It was to save money on daycare. It was to save money on formula by being able to breastfeed. And another reason is all of us, I'm not speaking for everyone, of course, but all of us don't want to be 40 hours in an office or away from home working, because working partially from our homes, it gives us time to help manage and run our homes. It's a lot easier to be home for a appointment, whether it's like somebody changing your furnace filter, or maybe you're getting groceries delivered. When you're at home, you can maybe pop in and out of work and do those things really quickly. Also, if you're doing hybrid mom where your kids are at home and maybe you work from home part-time or side hustle, it's because you want to be with your children. So that's a pro, is getting to have that time with them. Some cons though, being a hybrid mom is a struggle. So your attention is split. You are trying to do a little bit of everything. You're trying to do it all, and that can be challenging. You know the phrase, jack of all trades, master of none. Sometimes when we do everything, we're almost feel like we're failing at everything versus succeeding at one thing. So that can be difficult. It can also be difficult to decide what you're going to prioritize that day. Am I cleaning the bathtub? Am I spending time with my children at the park? Am I working on YouTube videos like I am right now? Or should I be meal planning? It's very challenging to decide where your time should be going and what you should be doing with it. A huge challenge with working, whether it's whatever your system is, part-time, hustle, work from home, is if you do need daycare. Now, some moms are grinding and doing it without daycare and without help. They're working during naps. They're working while their kids are awake. They're only working very, very part-time, so they're able to do this. But if you need daycare at all, it's very hard to find part-time daycare. Now, some people are blessed to have grandparents that will step in and help, but others are not. So that can be one challenge of doing this hybrid life is, in a way, it's hard to get help because you're very inconsistent at times. Your life can be inconsistent. Now, obviously, you can find as much structure as possible, but it's also, we're dealing with different phases. A couple years you have naps, then you don't have naps, then you have this, then you have that. Your schedule can ebb and flow through the seasons of life, through the seasons of the year. It all depends. So being a hybrid mom, it can be a challenge. It can be a blessing. So comment, talk about how you're a hybrid mom and what you're doing and what benefits and what cons and what struggles you're seeing with that lifestyle. And if you think it's worth it too. Sometimes that is a question. Is what I'm doing actually worth it? Check out some of my videos. I will link in the comments a couple of videos and articles relating to stay-at-home vibes or work-from-home vibes, but also I'll link some about daycare if that's something that you're doing with your children. I've got content that kind of covers both areas because, like I said, I am kind of a hybrid mom. I'm doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Stay tuned for more, and like, subscribe, comment if this resonates with you in your lifestyle.